In 2019, Capcom released the Resident Evil 2 remake. I was one of the very few people who wasn't looking forward to it despite pre-ordering it. I remember when it was announced years prior and I literally threw a tantrum in rage at my monitor. I had no desire to see one of my favorite chapters in the series I held so close to being reimaged. I wanted to stay the way it was. It was released January of that year and I got it at the midnight release. And I went to an even smaller group than before. I hated it. I played through the game 4 times on hardcore and played the side games and my opinion remained negative. To this day I still hate this game. I don't agree with the plot changes or the character changes from the original. Gameplay was good for today's standards, but that's not a pass for me when it comes to Resident Evil. My hatred for the Resident Evil 2 remake was so strong that I swore off the series. I would never give Capcom another dime based on this franchise beyond the titles made before the RE2 remake. I understand this is also after a long line of terrible games from the series. However, I gave Capcom an ultimatum. If they ever released Resident Evil 1.5, aka Resident Evil 2 Prototype, a complete official release in the original 32-bit graphics, I would get every single Resident Evil title since I dropped off. Now, when I made this condition, my facts based on 1.5 was out of date. I haven't done much research on the game since I was in high school, so 2000s era, and for whatever reason I was led to believe that the game was near completion. I was aware of the quote-unquote release of the late build in 2013, but it wasn't official, and I don't like using emulators, so I never really took a look at it. Well, I recently did some research and saw my info was inaccurate. The game was, best case scenario, around 60 to 80% done, if that. The original prototype, November 1996 released, or leaked, the backstory's a little iffy on that, was only about 40% done, and the game was originally supposed to be released in 1997. So, I realized my condition was unreasonable and likely impossible. I wanted a condition that was possible but highly unlikely. I'm not completely unreasonable. I also learned that modders, with the help of some of the original developers giving pieces of it and other demos with parts, have been trying to make a complete version of RE 1.5. As such, this is more than I can hope to expect considering. And since Capcom has done nothing to get this off the internet, and I'm sure they know about it, I guess this is a release? Well, this is a pickle now, isn't it? So, as you saw from the opening, I basically made a condition that I didn't know was inobtainable, and then basically I can just go for the next, or the closest to the best thing I can get. And I do not know how I feel about it. So, I found myself in an actual different problem. Now, I don't know what's the most fair thing to do. Should I use the original version that was released/leaked? There's a whole weird story on that. Or should I use the most complete by fans version, which, you know, has bits and pieces that were found from other demos, and I guess like some of the developers also gave what they had to make something. I'm kind of at a conundrum on this one. I don't know which one I should use. But I think I'm just going to use what was closest to being done, which for what I understand, this was only 40% done. Resident Evil 1.5 vanilla build in November of 96 for a game that was originally supposed to be released in 97. Let's do it. I actually always like that intro. Resident Evil 1.5, aka Resident Evil 2 Prototype. Alright, so I think everything's just kind of... Well, doesn't help that it's all in Japanese. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Alright. So, Leon Scott Kennedy or Elisa Walker? AKA, well, actually, I can't even say AKA, it's a completely different character. Who would later become Claire Redfield, precursor to Claire Redfield. Let's just start with Leon. This definitely wasn't an early build. Okay, so far it seems to be pretty familiar. Okay, that's been changed. Whoa. Okay, they changed something there. What? Door? That was clearly a... Sure. This game must have had a very different intro. And actually, I remember reading something. Hold on a second. Okay, we're running like on the old Sega Saturn That's Chris's picture from the original game. Interesting. And, okay. Alright, this is gonna take some getting used to. Alright, yeah, this is definitely gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, so from what I understand, if I remember correctly, yeah, from what I understand, like, Leon can... Yeah, this is like a new idea they had. Instead of making the knife like a separate item, like they ended up doing in like the previous game, they made it so it was like a... like, if you didn't have anything equipped, you can automatically take out the knife. Interesting idea. Probably could have worked, but... That's not what they went with. Alright. Yeah, oh my god, this control scheme is so different. And I don't like it. Yeah, well, I got what I asked for. I wanted to see this game for real, so... Here it is. Yeah, basically, this is not like Resident Evil 2, like the actual Resident Evil 2. This is a, yeah, it's not X to interact with things, it's square now. And X is what helps you sprint. And, is there anything here? Yeah, there's nothing else here, I don't think. Alright. Yeah, so this is definitely an early build, because they think that this took whatever door animation they had, and... Okay. I have to try to get used to this. And it's not gonna be that easy. Missing some sound effects here. Police station definitely got some changes. Yeah. Yeah. The police station definitely got some changes. Oh my god. Yeah, before you ask, no, I've never seen any gameplay footage of this. This is a whole new experience. I didn't want to be spoiled in case this game ever did get some kind of legitimate release. But, like I said, my facts were skewed. Uh-huh. So these are all cells, then. Okay. And this cell is open, for some reason. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of sound effects. Maybe I should have played the quote-unquote, the more complete version. What is it called? The Magic Doors version or something they called it? Can these attack me? Hurt me? No, they cannot. Definitely buggy. Nothing to obtain. Nothing to interact with either. Well, it's an unfinished game. 40% done. What do you expect? 1.1. 2.1, huh? Oh, there's walking here. What do we got here? Come on. Problem with this preset camera angles. I love them, but at the same time, there's no denying that stuff like this can get annoying. Oh, someone's trying to walk through a door. Eh? Oh, can we close that? Can we, like, uninteract with it? Yeah, I'm not getting used to this. I can't get used to this whole X being the secondary function and the square being the accept button. Oh, really? What the? Yeah, he's... What, I gotta get an authentic headshot in this? This zombie can take quite a few hits. There's no blood. These things don't die, do they? I just probably wasted a bunch of ammo. Yeah, I think I wasted a bunch of ammo there. What the? This is just bits and pieces of the game just thrown together, isn't it? Actually, I'm curious now. No, definitely used up, So this is just literally bits and pieces of the game just thrown together. I guess I just wanted to see the response to just get something quick here. Huh. Oh, but yeah. This is definitely some magical doors here. Definitely some interesting developments here, that's for sure. Wow. That's a motorcycle. I'm actually curious now. Is that like how Elise Walker meets Leon or something while he's in the police station? I'm actually genuinely curious. I actually wonder if they can at least do that much, you know, release the, Oh wow, this actually looks like it would probably lead to this place. It does. Huh. Interesting. Doing a little bit of recycled Resident Evil music here. Haven't found anything though. Not really much to interact with either. Of course. I'll have to do that at some point. Oh, come on. Yeah, screw this. I'll admit, this version of the police station is kind of interesting. I'm actually kind of curious how much was actually done. What the? Huh? What the? This game is buggy. Not that I thought otherwise, but jeez. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of a weird glitch. And there was a mod in Dino Crisis. Not a mod. Hey, can I climb back down? Clearly not. Yeah. So. Anyway, there was a code you can use on the Game Shark that allows you to like walk through walls or something. I'm kind of getting that vibe again. And I think I may have not been able to play this anymore. Come on! Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely very buggy. They were not lying. You know what? Yeah. So, clearly this is not gonna go very well, so, let's, try this again. I didn't save. I don't even know if you can save on this. So, this time let's try Elise Walker, aka, or who would later be reformatted to Claire Redfield. She's not completely forgotten, though. Her outfit appeared in, what was it? Was it the Resident Evil 2 remake? I don't remember. Okay, so I think I was right. I think I was right, like, she's supposed to be her motorcycle. Because I remember she was supposed to be a motorcycle enthusiast. Again, kind of like Claire. Okay, same weapons. I cannot get used to this. I really wish I could reformat the controls to be like the way I know them. And look where I'm at. Okay, so the same way. This is probably, if I'm just guessing here, but I'm willing to bet this is where Leon was supposed to enter while she crashed through the police station. Again, this is all hypothetical. I have no honest clue. Huh. Alright. Place I didn't know, so maybe I can move this box and I can... Or is that the other way around? Yeah, I think this is how Leon makes it to the police station in this version of the story, or initially was supposed to anyway. Now, what magic doors this will take me? Huh? Is that supposed to be the chief? This is an interesting development. I really wish I could read that. It's going way too... I'm not touching a button, it's just moving. So now I'm in the sewers. I feel afraid to open any door because I don't know how, like, where it's going to take me or wherever, or anywhere it's going to make any kind of sense. So I can't go up that ladder, so that kind of pretty much nailed it. This is not going to work either. Alright then. Okay. So much for all this. It's clearly just placed there. And I can't get anywhere. Great! Man! Am I really just gonna stuck to this? Yeah, no wonder they thought, like, oh no, we better find something so we can make something out of this. It just don't work. Huh. Very interesting. Does this take me somewhere new? There we go. It's all the same door. Well, that's not true. No, I think it is. Sherry? And whoever this is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be Ada's boyfriend or something? What was his name? John? Yeah, a lot of dead fat cops. Does he say anything? No, he does not. And neither does Sherry. And this game really does go all over the place. Beta really does go all over the place. Jeez. I still have yet to find any kind of pickup. And I did not expect that to be an actual door. This is basically just, you know, hey, run around and explore and see what was made. Oh, really? All the other classic Claire fashion. Oh, wow. Got something. Shotgun ammunition. The only pickup item I've ever found. Now which way do I go? I just pretty much just going aimlessly now. And, well, you ain't gonna go that way. Alright, what do we got? An ID card. That I apparently have. Okay. Yeah, I really wish I could change the controls. Maybe I can change the controls to... I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I can't change the controls. Maybe I could do it in the main menu, but when I did the config... Actually, does this do anything? Utility menu? Yeah, this is select, by the way. Ooh. Hey, it's William Birkin. Or some precursor facsimile of him.
Charity.
Okay, whoa. Couldn't put any kind of music here. Oh, I didn't. Did I even... Okay, I'm about to say, did I even get... What the... I don't know where... Oh my god. I'm gonna say that killed me. Wow. Well, played a little bit of that. So, that was the initial leaked version. So let's see, after quite a few years of work. I mean, this is the most recent, and this was like late last year, if I remember correctly. Let's take a look at what all the work of the modders put into it after finding all sorts of pieces and trying to make something out of it. Shall we? This scene contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. Trying to make it as authentic as possible. Alright. Okay, maybe not late last year, but last year nonetheless. Okay, and as you can see, they put a lot more elements to make it closer to the actual Resident Evil 2, probably to element. But let's do this.
Biohazard 2.
Resident Evil 2. Okay, what do we got? So same thing as before. I guess they were just going to see if they could put it all on one disc. Maybe that was the initial plan. Who knows? So, let's see what the games go. Please tell me it's going to run with the traditional Resident Evil control scheme. Please. bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T-virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international corporation Umbrella Corporated. The Raccoon Police Department Special STARS unit began an immediate investigation. The case was apparently closed thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished. That's it. Just a very... We barricaded ourselves inside the police station, where we thought we would be safe. It would be safe. It was no use, and we began a life and death struggle to escape. Not quite, but okay. I guess you have to come up with whatever plot you can find. We must go. There is no time to lose. Is there no one else left inside? There is no one left. We must go. Those things are already closed. They've almost caught me. All right, get on board. We're off. Hey, wait, down here. And he's gonna get taken down, right? Or not. Oh, that's just freaking great. Now what am I gonna do? Okay, so that's how we're gonna open this up, and we're still using this stupid system. Great. We're using the same sound effects from the original Resident Evil, so, but I'll tolerate that. Okay, what do we got? So I still can't push this. Yeah, so this is not original Resident Evil, this is Resident Evil 2. The sounds and groans you hear within Raccoon City when you're exploring around it. After you go through Kendo's gun shop. Alright. I really wish they would just use the original. There must be another way out of here. If only I can contact the outside. That's right. I'll have to report this to the chief. Okay. This is a weird change of to the story. Right, does Leon not have his gun? I just realized that. Okay, he does. He actually got a lot more ammunition, too. And it changed the picture of Leon. That's nice. Zero knife. Reminds me of the unlimited knife. I wonder if that code will actually... Speaking of which, can I do that? Just noticed something. Chris's diary. Operation report. The Raccoon City Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured. Even more were killed during the attack. Our communications equipment was destroyed and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows: security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to the series of recent unsolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to relocate all the weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it ultimately difficult for us to locate all the...
Well, that's cute that you said that, because you're a freaking idiot.
...ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover those scattered munitions. Sure. I'll let you draw whatever conclusion you want out of that idea. To unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the key card used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become top priority to restore power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorder David Ford. Sure. I think this is all mixed up stuff, but okay. A lot of clipping. At least we're getting some of the old Resident Evil soundtrack here. Resident Evil 2 soundtrack. The actual Resident Evil 2 soundtrack. Alright. It's not necessary to go back. What? Oh, okay. Alright. This is where the chief is, I bet, was supposed to be in this cutscene. The mayor's daughter? Wow, this is very different from what turned out to be the game. Okay, item box is not available in the preview. Heaven? There's nothing to interact with. It's a phone. You can save your progress with this. Save is not available in the preview. Great. There's a small sign in one corner. It reads, Raccoon City, 21st Century, Hillman Grayson Architects, LLC. Is this the mayor's office? I get more of that vibe than the chief. Sir, the helicopter is gone. It's our only way out. It was our only way out. Calm down, rookie. There must be a way. The building is besieged by those things. I don't see any other option. Maybe using the communication system we can ask for help. But the system is damaged. Well then fix it! I know, but some officers were trying to repair it. You may be luckier than them. Okay, I'll see if I can achieve something with that. And remember this, Leon. Never let your guard down, uniform or not. Those things are no longer what they were. Don't make my mistake. Yes, sir. Huh. That's an interesting change of the story. Yeah, he becomes a villain. And what turned out to be Resident Evil 2. Maybe he still was supposed to be a villain, but I don't know. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, that the Oh, there's the stars picture. The photo of the members of stars. Yep, like I said. I still can't get used to this. Yeah, leave me alone. Yeah, usually I don't even bother with the crows. But I'm not dealing with it today. Wait, do I have blood? Like actual... Huh. That's very interesting. Huh. Very interesting feature to see. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think the typewriter is better than the phone. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I think Parasite Eve would do the phone later anyway. It's an elevator. Pressing the button has no effect. Seems the power isn't turned on. All right. Only the lights of the buildings are visible. Alright. don't like... I know it's gonna sound like a broken record. I don't know why we have this auto aim feature, but the best Midwestern winter canine unit for RPD. But yeah, the I don't have any. For some reason, I thought I still had the first aid sprays. I do not. The Capcom arcade machine. I still can't get, because basically, like I said earlier, the X button and square buttons are switched for this, and I don't like it at all. Various papers, various cases and forms, nothing important. Okay. Freeze! Wait, don't shoot. I'm a human. Not quite. Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon, you're still alive. I'm glad to see that you're still alive, Marvin. Where are the rest of the officers? Has everyone been eaten by zombies, or are they turned into zombies? You already seen him. I thought he was the only one left at the station. Tell me, are there other survivors? You are the only one I found. The chief is injured. One of the things bit him. Oh, the situation is terrible. We have to find a way out of here. The chief told me by using the communication system and asking for help outside help. But the system is damaged. If the other officers can not repair it, as if only you can, I don't know. It remains to try. It means to try to ban us and use the phones and build the building, damage the siege, or those things. I don't see any other options. Any more options. Okay, I'll meet with the chief first, and we'll start looking for a new way to fix it. I agree. He's in his office. Huh. Yeah, gotta read really fast here. Unfortunately, my... Oh, for crap. Really? You couldn't just put a bullet in it for me? Will you please just go and... Okay, seriously, how many bullets do these things take? Are like zombies invincible in this version of or something? Feels like it. Was this supposed to be the beginning, like the true introduction of the Crimson Heads or something? Man, zombies take a lot of hits in this version. They really want to make... Yeah, we're not going to do this any more than we have to. Oh my god. Are they always going to reanimate as soon as I do something? Clearly they are. Control panel. Type of voice is required to open the lock. Well, I don't have to deal with you now. Or ever, maybe. Alright. Now I get some first aid sprays. The body of a doctor. He has no vital signs. Oh, a typewriter. Look at that. Yeah, that's a problem. It's an old typewriter. Why use it if there are computers? Cute. Hey. I'll take that, happily. Various medicines and bandages. Should hang of bullets? Absolutely. Is there anything in here? Okay, looks like there's nothing really important here other than getting the first aid spray and some ammunition. But actually, I did notice something. Ammunition doesn't stack. That's annoying. Yeah, look at that. Radio room. Communications room is electronically locked. There's a card reader to the right. And I don't have it. Great. I kind of forgot about this, I'm not gonna lie. And there's nothing here, it looks like. Okay. So be it. Oh, this is gonna be where I was here earlier. Hopefully these will be a lot easier to kill. Maybe in this game you weren't really supposed to worry about trying to kill them as much as you were just supposed to slow them down and then move on. Good overview of the lobby from here. Great, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Handgun bullets. Excellent. Reports, nothing useful. Okay, let's get out of here. So I guess Elise and Leon we're going to meet a lot later in the original game. The line appears to be down. So reference to emergency severity. What? I still can't get used to this square and X being different. Nothing unusual. Will you take the red medicine? Is that supposed to be the red herb? Not to be a perv. But will you take the green medicine? I guess so. Yeah, I guess these are the herbs. Our green enter. A mixture of 1 green medicine and 1 red medicine. I just gotta assume the rules are the same. If it's not the same, well, I'm gonna find out the hard way now, aren't I? Papers and books, nothing relevant. Winston? Bunch of missing people, I guess. It's better not to think about it. Indeed. Black room full of reports of riots and cannibalism at points in the city. Yep. Somebody was cut in half here, huh? It makes you think, doesn't it, to another title. As much as I loathe it. And I can't open the door. Oh, okay. But I do find that interesting that they actually took a page from there, as much as I don't like that game. Just like a handicap or something. Oh no, it's a locker. Okay, is this where I get the alternate costumes in this version? Instead of the dark room? Fire extinguisher. That's an interesting thing to find. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. And I guess this is supposed to be this version's of the waiting room? Hey. Interesting. Anyone, can someone please get me out of here? Hey, who's that? Someone, anyone, if anyone's out there, open the door. Well, I already have the fire extinguisher. I cannot get used to this! What do you mean I can't use it here? I would like to help you. I really would. First, let's... I don't think I'm supposed to use the cogwheel and burst open the, build up the pressure, okay? With this, I can extinguish a fire near the crashed van. Great! Let me do it! Do I just gotta find the one right spot? And get something to put out the fire. Great. Save that woman. Oh, really? You used the fire extinguisher. There, are you okay? You saved me. Thank you. You have my gratitude. We can talk later. It's not safe here. Besides, you need to get that wound treated, right? Let's go. Is this supposed to be Ada? That's an interesting sound effect. What the? This game definitely needs a lot of work. And it's probably never going to get finished, so... Hey, wait! Well, let's go downstairs. Oh, come on, really? Well, definitely not a full health. Definitely doesn't give full health. Oh, really? Man, this really does need a lot of work. Yeah, me asking Capcom to finish this in this day and age because of the Resident Evil 2 remake was very unreasonable. Yeah, this game, yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to understand you're not supposed to... What the... Moving pretty fast there, buddy. I don't like it. The parking garage. It's too dark to see anything. I must find a way to activate the energy. Sure. No, really? And yet I can see everything just fine. And obviously you know there's something there because I... Whatever. Hey, we're back in the original beta. And these guys still don't make any noise. Got it. Is there anything useful in here this time? No, there is not. This is an interesting development. Hey guys. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna take... I can't do it. Never mind. I was gonna see if I could take the red medicine real quick and move forward. And yet I can somehow go in here. Huh. Interesting. Is that a blue medicine now? Sure. So, I guess there is poison in this. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Alright. Wait a minute. I still have this? Is it empty? With this, I guess. No, I guess it just... Is that even... Can I discard this? Or is that something... No, I cannot. Yeah. Okay. Enough of this. Hey, there we go. Whoa! Got two of them. Not complaining at all. I love phasing through the environment. Yeah, great. As soon as I turn on the power, they're all gonna come to life, right? These 10 switches. All the power may cause a short end and cut the power supply. Will you push them? Okay, this ought to be... Hey, we got puzzles like this before. Alright, so... Can't remember which Resident Evil, but there was a very similar puzzle. Was it in the... I should not remember. What is this? Well, I'll take the ammunition, but... what is this thing? Is that like a dog with a chainsaw head? Or a platypus? Yeah, I don't even care. You couldn't just do the same thing you did in Dino Crisis? Or what you would do in Dino Crisis? What the... Well, I know where they're at, but I can't get to them. It's just too dark. Even though I can clearly see them in a third-person perspective. Well, I think I'm gonna cut this close with Leon. Because this is kind of confusing and broken. And it's like, there's definitely the most semblance of a game here, but yeah, so obviously Elise and don't meet up, don't cross paths immediately. Okay, well, I'm gonna reset this and we're gonna see what Elise's game is like. Okay, Elisa, let's do this. Is this gonna be the same thing? Yeah. Okay, alright, I can't skip it. Okay. No, I can. Okay. Inside the police station, where we thought we would be safe. It was no use, and so began a life and death struggle to escape. That was close. This must contain them for some time. Hey, is anyone here? And, okay. Alright, so she does not have a firearm. There's glass from the front door all over the floor. Okay. Seems like the crash broke the axle, poor thing. Okay. He's got a big bite on his neck. He didn't give a chance to avoid it. The weapon could be useful. Sorry, I'll just borrow this. You take the SIG P228? Yeah. You gonna check his ammunition? Apparently not. Okay. Okay, and using the handgun bullets, absolutely. And that's all that's in here this time. Hello? Really? You really can't get in there, huh? Well, this was a waste of my time. Oh, come on, really? Okay. Okay. Electric fan. I still can't get used to this square X being switched. Just shows how often I play Resident Evil style games. I'm so used to the Resident Evil style. The gunshot. What was that? Huh. Whoa. Hey, this looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? I thought the other place was supposed to be the room, but yeah, this is looks pretty similar to it too. It definitely took elements from both, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Better do this. Take up all my room. points out opposite, nothing that can be of help. And well, look at this. Good. Just die already. Good God. And I did all this for shotgun shells. Excellent. Okay. What is this supposed to be, Kevin? Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in this building? Who are you? My name's Elise. What's yours? Elisa. Elisa, huh? I'm Roy. That wound, did one of those horrible things get you? How horrible. This precinct isn't safe anymore. Those things broke through the rear shutters and got inside. Those people I get... What do you mean, Umbrella Corp? Are you okay? Hang in there. We don't have time to talk right now. You have to rescue the other survivors in the other rooms. But my friend John should still be in the underground cell block. Please, you have to help him. Ada's boyfriend? Roy, wake up. Please, wake up. Oh, he'll wake up all right. Will you take the yellow key card? As well. He is holding something. You have taken the prison key. He has passed out from his injuries. He's holding a slip. The numbers 0513 are printed on the slip. 0513, huh? We'll see how far, if I can get that far. Alright. The camera record the interrogations. I still can't believe how hard it is to kill a zombie in this game. Yeah, with a shotgun, it's like a one-hit kill, but good God. If they were this strong, it makes sense why everyone got overrun by these things. Wait, what? Oh, I was about to say, come on. Everybody else has been 2 hits. Really? Go away. Okay, nothing unusual. Okay, is there really nothing else here in this room? Okay. Lieutenant Prague's desk. Okay. Oh man. Where's the door? No! Ah, oh god. How am I only at... Whatever. It's not gonna be for long though. Yep, I'm done. Wow. Huh. Well. That was an interesting experience from a game that never saw any kind of release. what could have been Resident Evil 2. A curiosity of mine, for sure. So, after all is said and done, am I going to let go of my hatred towards Resident Evil 2 and fulfill my promise of, upon an official release, even though this is not at all what this is, play all the Resident Evil titles? Answer is no. But I'm going to make it halfway through and say that the banning or my is moved to the side. Basically, in other words, there is no restrictions. So if I see something that actually does interest me related to the series, I'm not going to be like, oh, Resident Evil, I'm not playing it. No, it's we're in a different era now. So it's kind of like, the ban is lifted, but I'm not going to put any kind of obligation in playing the games I missed out on. I'll be perfectly honest, even though I haven't been, keeping up to date, I had no interest in playing them because of Resident Evil 2 Remake. I honestly didn't see the games, didn't really interest me that much, to be 100% honest. Like, my hatred to Resident Evil 2 Remake or not, like 8 didn't look all that interesting to me. 9 doesn't feel like Resident Evil, I'm sorry. I know both those games are well received, and just like all the remakes, but I'm just not interested. And I'm not going to pretend to be interested. So, and honestly, I'm not interested in seeing any of the Resident Evil classics remade just like they did with Resident Evil 2. So, the ban is off, but I'm not obligating myself to. So basically, in other words, let me put it this way: if maybe I play some of the games, like if I find one of the games on sale or something, I'll be like, let's check it out. That's like maybe that's an option now, I guess you can say. But in terms of like obligating myself to play through all of them, that's probably not going to happen. And in fact, that's not going to happen because technically this is not an official release. It was auctioned off and leaked to the internet. And like I said, I'm sure Capcom was aware of this. I'm going to be stunned if they didn't know about 1.5 or Biohazard 2 prototype was leaked around the internet. Obviously, they know about it because they put Lisa Walker's outfit as in the remake, if I remember correctly. So obviously, they're aware that we know. And there was a couple things from this I saw that they clearly took inspiration from, and they decided to put it in the Resident Evil 2 remake. So, anyway, I'm going to just leave it at that.